the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Forming Adam from the dust of the ground, God breathed life into him, making him a living being. Placing Adam in the lush Garden of Eden, God granted him the responsibility of tending to the garden and named every animal that roamed the earth. Yet amidst the paradise, Adam found himself alone, and God saw that it was not good for him to be alone. In response, God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, taking one of his ribs and fashioning it into a woman, whom Adam named Eve. Adam rejoiced at the sight of her, recognizing her as flesh of his flesh and bone of his bone. God blessed them and commanded them to be fruitful and multiply, filling the earth and subduing it, while granting them dominion over all living creatures. God then instructed them that they were free to eat from any tree in the garden except for the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, warning them that if they were to eat from it, they would surely die. However, the cunning serpent, more crafty than any other beast of the field, approached Eve and enticed her with the idea that eating the forbidden fruit would make her like God, knowing good and evil. Deceived by the serpent's words and enticed by the fruit's appeal, Eve took a bite and offered it to Adam, who also ate. Their eyes were opened, and they realized their nakedness. Sewing fig leaves together, they made loincloths to cover themselves. Hearing God walking in the garden, they attempted to hide from his presence due to fear and shame. When God called out to them, Adam confessed his fear, and when questioned, he blamed Eve, who, in turn, blamed the serpent. God then cursed the serpent, condemning it to crawl on its belly and setting perpetual enmity between its offspring and the woman's offspring. To Adam, God declared that the ground would be cursed because of his disobedience, producing thorns and thistles, and that he would have to toil and work hard for his sustenance. Eve, in turn, was told that her pains in childbirth would be greatly multiplied, and her desire would be for her husband, who would rule over her. In judgment, God expelled them from the Garden of Eden and stationed cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life, preventing them from partaking of its fruit and gaining immortality in their fallen state. Despite their disobedience, God showed mercy by making garments of skins for them, symbolizing his provision and care for their physical needs. Thus, Adam and Eve were sent out of the garden into the harsh world, beginning to experience the toil and hardship of life outside the paradise they had known. Their expulsion marked the start of humanity's struggle with sin, a legacy that would echo through generations. However, even in the face of their transgression, there was a promise of redemption and salvation, ultimately fulfilled through the sacrificial atonement of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who would offer forgiveness and reconciliation between God and humanity.